Hi guys, it's Tim from Advancing Car Technologies, and today we have been working on an Audi A1. It's a 2019 model, and we've been fitting front optical parking sensors, but I'm very quickly going to just do a run through. We do these every now and again when a new system comes out, infotainment wise and stereo. So I'm going to go through this new 2019 MIB virtual system that just looks awesome. I fired it all up. It's still got its preview mode on because it's such a new car. So I'm very quickly going to run through some of the features and settings that you've got on this particular A1. And from memory, it's now been fitted into the Q3, the A6 and the new A7s. So yeah, just to quickly give you a quick whistle-stop tour of this new infotainment system. So first and foremost, you've got your time and your sort of your icons like on your mobile phone up here, and you've got like a quick select option here. So drag down, you can see things like settings, notifications, all that sort of stuff. Your connectivity, so things like Bluetooth, the smartphone interface and all that. And also you've got all your sound settings from there, from like your treble and all of that. So that's that. So if we just quickly go to the home function, radio, I've got it all turned down at the moment because I don't want to get told off by the YouTubes saying that it's just turn up. So we've got digital radio. You'd pretty much expect that on a 2019 vehicle. And you can do search, FM, AM, all of that sort of stuff. We can go home by just pushing that. Media, you can choose your source. Either you've got an SD card port, you can use USB, or if you want to connect your other device, so like just straight from your Samsung or plug in through USB, that sort of thing. We'll come back out. Oh, we'll go. And obviously just remember, when you're in all the different settings or the different options, you get the settings up there. Phone apps, you have to give it a decent touch. So this is your Audi smartphone interface. So I'm going to do a separate video for this, so keep an eye out for it. It's going to be called Apple CarPlay and Android Auto 2019 for the Audis or something along those lines, but I'll go into that as its own separate video. You then got things like car settings. So the cockpit overall was changed quite a lot, so you've got a lot less buttons to worry about interacting with, but so everything's now virtually done. So on the new A6s, for example, you get two sets of screens to be able to interact with, so you can go efficiency, auto, dynamic and all of that sort of stuff. Lights and vision, exterior lighting, if you want automatic headlights to turn on, how you want them to turn on, all of that sort of stuff. And your entry and exit lights, turn that on and off as well. It's quite cool, I quite like that. And your rain sensors. Obviously the more you've got, the more you'll be able to see in here. Parking aid, so like I said, we fitted the front optical parking sensors today, so you can have it so that it automatically turns on. You can have the sounds depending on what you want, so that's pretty cool. And if you want the entertainment fader to come on and how and all that sort of jazz. Driver assist, so things like speed warning if you want that, the pre-sense alert and your lane departure warning. Again, the more you've got built into your vehicle, the more you're going to get on offer. So again, very quickly, more settings about the car, so you can choose what the steering wheel button does, and the special button, the star button on there. Central locking, how you want it to work. Car information, all of that sort of jazz. Tyre pressure, service intervals, wiper and all of that sort of jazz. Right, so back here, shortcuts. So if you want something specific, like go to Bluetooth, for instance, or I don't know, AMI, then you'll MDI or USB, you can have that there. You can swipe across. A bit more settings for you. General, this is just every 8 that you're going to have on every vehicle, but I'll just go into a few of the things so you can see what's going on. Display and brightness, so you can change all of those settings. This looks quite cool. So you can turn it on to screen cleaning, so it doesn't, you're not pushing any buttons. Pretty useful for when you with screens like this that get lots of fingerprints. Language and keyboard, I'm not going to go into it. Sound, again, we went into that with the music. Announcements and sounds.
Volume of spoken cues.
Pretty straightforward. System maintenance, so you can do software updates and all that sort of jazz. Connected devices. Telephone 1, Audi smartphone interface, etc. Connection settings, Bluetooth. Again, this is all going to depend on what you've got installed in your vehicles. And just to give you a quick run through of how it all works on your vehicle. So just to quickly go over, obviously you've got messages and things like that as well, but it depends on what phone you've got connected, etc., and change your users. So you've got all your main things here. You've got things like your radio, your quick select buttons down here, which is pretty cool, and I think it's a really decent system. Obviously if you've got the A6 and the A7, then it will give you more functionality, especially with the dual screen setup. But yeah, just a quick run through the new infotainment systems on the new A1s and the Q3s. So if you're looking to buy this vehicle, or you've seen one that you liked and you just want a quick run through of how it all works, then now hopefully this video will give you a bit more enlightenment to it. Like I said, I am going to do a couple more videos for the iPhone integration, and also the Apple CarPlay, and then also the Android Auto, but they'll be separate to keep this video nice and short. If you've got any questions, feel free to add them below. Likewise, if you want to know more or want us to do a specific video on new cars as and when they come, and then just get in touch and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.